everyone and welcome back to my channel Lessons at Fingertips. Here we are going to discuss on some important topics in really simple words so that it's easier for you all to understand and keep things in mind. So today our topic of discussion is going to be cost benefit analysis. Let me tell you in simple words. I have written here is that what is cost benefit analysis? It's a systematic process. What is it? It's a systematic process, right? That a business uses. Why? To analyze which decision should be taken and which one to forego. Isn't it? So basically cost benefit analysis is a systematic process. Isn't it? It includes what? Two things. One is cost, one is benefit. And the other thing is analysis. So an analyst, a cost benefit analyst, what is he going to do? He is going to analyze the cost, potential cost that a particular plan of action is going to take and the benefit that the plan of action is going to result. He will analyze both of that, measure both of that, and if the benefits is more than the cost, then definitely that plan of action should be undertaken, and if the benefits is less than the cost, then the plan of action should be foregone. So what is this cost benefit analysis? Is just a systematic process that a business uses to analyze which decision should be taken and which one to forego. A cost benefit analyst, this is cost benefit analyst, sums what? The potential rewards and the subtracts the potential cost. So that is the difference they needs to find out, the potential rewards, the benefits and the potential cost. Isn't it? That is the, the cost that is incurred. Isn't it? So that once it's subtracted, that gives what? That is incurred while taking an action. Some consultants also assign a dollar value on intangible items. Now the thing is, when you are going for, a commodity which has got a particular price, you can understand that this is the cost incurred, this is the revenue I am going to get after selling the product. It can be done. But what about the intangible items? What are the intangible items? Later you will read here some, like employee morale or customer satisfaction. What about this? How you are going to see, the intangible items? To see the intangible items, there also the cost benefit analysis is done. In terms of what? How much a customer is satisfied, what a customer desires, how much satisfaction the customer is getting. How is the employee working? How is the employee morale? Is he working in favor of the company? Like, is he willing to do something just for the company rather than thinking about just his salary? So that is the employee morale, isn't it? So in this way, the cost or the benefit analysis can also be done. So some consultants also assign a dollar value on the intangible items, okay, to measure it, such as what? The cost and benefit associated to living in a certain town. For example, you are staying in a certain town. What are the cost? Dollar value is assigned for that. Or you can even apply the rupee value, whatever it is. You can apply a value and then you can, analyze the thing. What is the cost benefit analysis? Isn't it? The cost benefit analysis also involves what? Measurable financial metrics such as revenue earned or cost saved, and also include intangible benefits and cost or effect from decisions such as employee morale or customer satisfaction. Next is, before starting a new plan or a project, prudent managers analyze the cost of action or the benefits that are involved while doing in that project, isn't it? And what are the outcome of the analysis is what is the outcome of the analysis? It is seen, the difference is seen between the cost and the benefit. If the benefit is more, the managers will carry on with the project. If the benefit is less than the cost, the project has to be foregone. So what is it saying? That before starting a new plan or project, prudent managers analyzes the cost or the benefits involved, and the outcome of the analysis determine if the project is to be done or not. If it's financially feasible or the company should pursue a new one. If it's financially feasible or not, if it can be done or not. Is the cost lesser than the benefit? In long run, is it lesser? Even if short run, it's more than the benefit. But is in long run, it's lesser? Isn't it? All the ways are seen. All the analysis is done. So the cost benefit analysis also factors the opportunity cost. What is opportunity cost? Opportunity costs are the alternative benefits that could be received. Opportunity costs are what? Alternative benefits that could be received from choosing, when you are choosing another alternative over the other. One alternative over the other. What does that mean? When you are choosing to live in a particular town, what are the other costs that you have to bear? You had to bear the cost of leaving a certain place where you used to live earlier, leaving that job which you used to do earlier. You are moving to another different town, right? So there you are going to get another job. So you will analyze that the job that I have left, the family that I have left, the house that I have left, and now where I am going to go, is it worth it? Isn't it? Because you are foregoing something, you are letting go something to get the other thing. So you will have to analyze that what you are letting go, is it worth it? Isn't it? So that's why the opportunity cost is included in the cost benefit analysis. And you see the opportunity cost are the alternative benefits that could have been realized when choosing an alternative over the other. Factoring in the opportunity cost will do what? Will allow the managers to wage the benefit from alternative course of action and not merely the current path or choice being considered in the cost benefit analysis. So, factoring in, taking into consideration the opportunity cost will help the manager to analyze that other alternative, that now the manager can be sure enough that this is what we are doing now is we have chosen the best alternative among all the other ones that are present. Why? Because now the opportunity cost has also been included. He can analyze that the benefit that he is going to get from this particular project is going to be the highest than any other alternative. He needs to analyze that, isn't it? So this was all about the cost benefit analysis introduction. We will, in the next slide, we will study some more things about cost benefit analysis. So let's move on to the next slide. So now let us begin with a new portion, that is what? The benefits. What does that imply? The advantages. The benefits that a particular project is going to render. What are the things that should be included? The first one is the competitive advantage or market share gained as a result of decision. A particular decision has been taken while doing a project, and because of that decision, a competitive advantage or a market share or in the market share there is a gain, isn't it? So if something like this is occurring, why? Just because of taking a decision on certain decision, if the competitiveness is increasing, competitive gain is taking place, if market share is increasing, then that should be included while calculating the benefits. So this is basically states what are the things that should be included while calculating the benefits, isn't it? So there may be certain tangible, see the tangible or the in the numbers, whatever the revenues or the cost that is incurred, that can be calculated easily, isn't it, while doing the production. But what about this kind of factors? What about the decision taking factors? What about the factors that revenue and sales increases due to the increased productivity or new or of a new product, or of a new product, or because of a new product? So what does that imply? See, if the revenue on the cost is increasing, that can be calculated. But why, how to, you need to analyze that if a new product is been introduced in your company, then what is, how much more the revenue or sales or the cost is going to incur, or if it's going to fall. So that understanding the difference, the continuous, if a company is growing, the continuous revenue and the sales, that can be seen. We can see if the company is earning profit or loss, if it's benefiting or not. But what about if a new product is introduced? What about if, because of the employees, now you have appointed better employees with much more skills, and because of that, if your company is incurring profit, what about calculating those? So those things should also be included while calculating the benefits. Understanding. So the first thing we read is competitive advantage or market share gained as a result of decision. Second thing is revenue or sales increases due to increased productivity or increased production or a new product. Then we have what intangible benefit should also be included, such as improved employee safety and morally. When there is an improvement in the employee safety or employee morally, what are the advantages, what are the benefits that the company is getting, that should be calculated. As well as customer satisfaction should be seen due to enhanced product offering or faster delivery. So when the company is giving faster delivery, enhanced product offering, better quality product, the customer are getting satisfied. So the value should be assigned on that also. What? On the customer satisfaction, on better employee morally, on better employee safety. The, as I have said you, what about the revenue that the company is incurring when, while he had appointed, it had appointed better employees with better skill, who are working more for the company? Definitely the company will incur some revenue, definitely the company will incur revenue on the basis of better decisions. So values should be assigned to all these things also while calculating the benefits. Understanding. Next, if you see, an analyst should take care of the fact that the cost should not be underdetermined and the benefit should not be overestimated. You see, while this cost benefit analysis, everything takes place on the basis of some estimation, isn't it? Before incurring, before doing the project, you are estimating that this can be the cost, isn't it? This can be the benefit. So that estimation, while doing that estimation, it should not happen that the costs are underestimated, and the benefits are overestimated. This should not happen. A conservative approach should be taken to stop this. A conservative approach should be taken with a conscious effort to avoid what, any kind of tendencies of mistakes while assigning a value to both the cost and benefit. So always while doing the calculation, what you can do is be conscious and be very conservative while you are assigning the values. Assigning values means, as I have said you, on the intangible benefits or the intangible cost, values should be assigned. It should be quantified. If not quantified, then you will not be able to understand what are the benefits or the cost incurred. So this was all about the benefits of cost analysis, cost benefit analysis. Now we will move on to the limitations of cost benefit analysis. Now, let us discuss about the limitations of cost benefit analysis. Now, when you are doing a cost benefit analysis, what does that imply? That before doing the project, you are analyzing what are the costs or the benefits that are going to occur. Now, there are certain limitations of the cost benefit analysis. What is it? The first one is, for in case of the short run, when you are estimating, means the whole process is based on what? It's based on estimation, isn't it? It's all based on estimations. You are estimating, being the cost analysis, analyst, you are estimating the cost, you are estimating the benefits. Now how can you be sure enough that in long run your estimates are going to be matching with the period in the long run? For the short run, you can estimate the sales, the revenue, or the cash inflow, outflow that is going to happen, the rate of interest that is prevailing, the inflation rate that is happening in the market. It can be, you can analyze it. You can estimate, make an estimation. Even if today the rate of interest is 7%, then also, maybe after 3, 4, 5 years, how much will it increase? Maximum 8% or 9%? Not more than this. So I can take the maximum and then calculate it. But what about after 10 years? What about after 15 years? What about in the long run? In long run, the estimates may be defective. See here, for projects in short run, the cost benefit analysis is sufficient enough to make a well-informed, rational decision. What will be the rational decision? Benefits ज़्यादा है, we are going to do the project. Benefits कम है cost से, we are not going to do the project. This is the simple rational decision. It's easy to be done. But what about the long-term projects? In long term, the cost benefit analysis might fail. Why? To account for important financial concerns. What are the financial concerns? First one, inflation. You do not know after 10 years or 15 years what's going to be the rate of inflation rate, isn't it? Rate of interest, varying cash flows, and present value of money. The net present value of money cannot be estimated during that period of time, isn't it? So in long run, the cost benefit analysis may not be sufficient enough. It might fail. You see here, while doing the cost benefit analysis, a significant amount of forecasts are used. The estimations, the forecasts are used, which include what? Future revenue or sales. Also includes the future revenue or sales. But can you just sit here and estimate the future revenue and sales for 10 years or 15 years? Yes, you can estimate, but that can be wrong, isn't it? But you can estimate the future sales or revenue for next 1 year, 2 year or 3 year. That you can do, isn't it? So alternative rate of return, the alternative rate of returns, the expected cost, the expected future cash flows. So all these are what? Are forecasts. You are sitting here and forecasting that 10-15 saal baad this is going to be the alternate rate of return, this is going to be the revenue, this is going to be the cash flow, but that can be wrong, isn't it? Most often that's wrong. And it's also said that if one or two forecasts, if any of the forecasts, even if 1 या 2 forecasts, what you have done, उसमें से एक या दो भी गलत आ गया, then what will happen? The whole thing, the whole estimation process is wrong. That means what? Overestimating the benefit or underestimating the cost. If any one forecast, while doing any one forecast also you overestimate the benefit or underestimate the cost, that's going to give you a bad result. Opposite result to what that should have happened. And later in the long run you realize that I should not have undertaken this project. Or maybe you can even realize that I should have undertaken the project, isn't it? So this was all about the cost benefit analysis. I have given you a brief introduction to what the cost benefit analysis is, the benefits, the limitations, and I hope you guys have liked this video. Please do hit a like and subscribe to my channel. Share with your friends. Thank you. Bye bye.